And we're live. Hi, everyone. How are you?
Hi.
Hi,
Hi,
Alex.
everybody.
How's it going?
Hi, Jessica. It's good to be here. Good to see you.
Good. We're so happy to have you here. We'll give everyone a few minutes to sign on. But hi, everyone. My name is Jessica. I'm the social media and community manager here at University of the People. And it's a pleasure to be here today with Alex, who is our business administration student. So, hi, Alex.
Hey, how's everybody doing? So I'm
Good.
super happy to be here. I'm super happy to talk about business administration. I was actually surprised when I was invited to speak for the degree spotlight. I was not expecting that at all. But I'm happy to be here now. I'm happy to answer anyone's questions, should they have any in the comment section.
Okay, perfect. So we'll get into the actual interview, and in a few minutes, I just want to give people a few minutes to tune in. But I want to remind you guys that we do have our application deadline, which is our final application deadline, which is this Saturday, August 22nd at I was going to say a time. There's no, because I'm so used to saying the live events. There's no time. Just Saturday, August 22nd. So I encourage you guys to copy the link in the description of this event and paste it into your browser if you haven't done so already. And any questions you have, please feel free to ask in the comments. And if I don't address your answer or your question, if I don't address your question, then we will review and respond after. So no worries. But feel free to ask questions. That's why we're here. And
Yes.
yeah, that's all I got with that. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Why don't our applicants let us know where you're from, and our students let us know what you're studying so we can differentiate. Alex is from the Philippines and he studies business administration. So we'll get there in a minute, but I just want to say that a few things about University of the People. For those of you who don't know, we are tuition free, so you will never have to pay yearly tuition, only small minimal fees to keep us up and running. If you can't afford those fees, we do offer grants and scholarships, not to worry. We have a very strong academic leadership team from top universities around the world, NYU, UC Berkeley, just to name a few. There's so many more. Princeton, the list goes on and on and on. Those are just a few. And we have 36,000 students from over 200 countries and territories studying with us. So very
That's
diverse,
amazing.
very diverse, dynamic student body. I don't know any other university that has such a dynamic student body from so many different countries. And since our students are from all over the world, not all of them are proficient in English. So we do offer an English composition course to catch you up to speed. And of course, we did recently launch our UO People Arabic. So if you are Arabic speaking, we do offer courses for you. So feel free to check it out on our website. I think their website is ar.uopeople.edu. So you can check them out there. You can always DM us with any questions regarding that. So the topic, there's this live event is divided into two kind of topics. First, I'm going to talk about business administration as a degree. So for those of you who are interested in applying with UO People and you want to study business administration, this is a great live for you. And then the second part will be Alex talking about his journey at UO People. So that relates to
Yes.
everyone because he's quite interesting. Actually, I found Alex. I think I found you in our. I found a really great picture of you. Actually, it's the one where
Thank
you're.
you.
I think you're
Yeah,
like,
here.
and I,
Mhm.
yeah, and I thought this is a great picture. And then I read about you, and I really liked what I read. So here we are. Okay, so let's talk about
Thank
business
you.
administration real quick. So we offer an MBA, a bachelor's degree, and an associate's degree. And our MBA is a hands-on approach to both business and community leadership. Students are set up to thrive in business, industry, government, and nonprofit management positions. And this admission requirements, you just need to demonstrate an undergrad completion, English proficiency, and at least 2 years work experience and one reference letter. So that's, I think, a really great deal to get your MBA. Then we offer a bachelor's degree, which is what Alex is studying.
Yes.
And your that degree provides students with the comprehensive knowledge of business theories and models and their application to the real world. So students really learn to connect business concepts to the larger society, and gain an understanding and applying ethical reasoning to business situations. So real hands-on. And then we offer an associate's degree also, which introduces students to the basics of business administration and provides a foundation for continued studies towards a bachelor's degree in business administration. Okay, so that's the more serious part of the interview. Let's take it over
Go to the fun part.
Yeah, let's go to the fun part, which is Alex.
Yeah.
So Alex, tell us where you live and how long you've been studying at University of the People.
Absolutely. So once again, my name is Alex. And before I begin, I just want to give everyone a shout out, all of the students a shout out. Our finals just finished. So I hope everybody did well. Okay, shout out to all the students that did well on their final exams. And you know, it was really great. It's such a hectic week last week. All right, and of course, I want to wish everyone. I want to wish everyone well. I want to wish everyone safety during the time that we have right now, COVID-19 pandemic. I hope everyone is safe. All right. So I'm a business administration student, Neo People. I'm also a scholar and a member of the student ambassador team. All right. I am from Metro Manila, Philippines. This is where I'm studying. Shout out as well to all the Filipinos listening. All right. Please comment so I can see you. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Yo People, for having me here. I will do my best to answer all the questions that Jessica and everyone else has for me. So go ahead, please ask away.
Okay, so I do have one quick question from Julia. I love it.
Hi, Julia.
Julia always likes to start our lives for us.
For sure.
Alex, why did you decide to study at UO People? Great question, Julia.
Yes, it is. Actually, it was not just me who decided to study. One of my friends and one of my mentors, his name is Kenji. I'm not sure if he's watching right now, but he actually pointed me to the UO People website. So I'm an entrepreneur by profession. Okay, so I own a people development solutions company in Metro Manila, Philippines. We're in learning and development for corporate. I also do a little bit of motivational speaking. All right, and I was never able to finish college when I was younger. So I worked at a very young age, and Kenji pointed me to the UO People website. And what really drew me to the website was not only was it tuition free, but the comprehensive educational experience, because this is the first time I'm actually looking at an online university. And then I found out that the UO People is the first nonprofit American accredited online university. So it was really a no-brainer for me. All right, this is personal for me, education to achieve my college degree in the UO People. So yeah, that's why.
Okay, amazing. So you're an entrepreneur, and you said you didn't complete university. Is that right?
No, when I was younger, I did not complete university.
So maybe you could talk about some of the challenges you experienced in the past with getting a higher education.
Okay, sure. So this is going to be a little bit personal for me. All right. Just to give everyone a little bit of a background about me as well. Okay. So when I was studying police science, I was going to be a police officer. All right. And at the time, when my father kind of asked me to you know, kind of directed my way in college, he asked me, okay, why don't you just take up police science And at the time when I was young, I really did not know what I wanted to do. I think I was only 18, 19 years old. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. And also, so my heart wasn't into it before. That was the main challenge. Okay, me not being totally into it because I had not known any direction in life that time. And another challenge for me was that right now, as I'm studying the UO people, I'm a non-traditional student. So that means I also have a career and I also take care of my young daughter. So I part of the reason why I could not finish college before was I got so caught up in being a father. All right, which was one of the greatest experiences in my life. But at the time, since there was not any online education, the flexibility of online education yet, I just couldn't handle the stress. There was really no time management before. So that was the main challenge that I had. Now that there is an online university like UO People, the time management is priceless. The flexibility is priceless there.
So you've been able to kind of overcome some of those challenges with UO People.
For sure, yes.
How old is your daughter?
She's turning 9 this year.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yes, she's turning 9 years old this year.
Okay, so, and why did you eventually decide that you wanted to pursue higher education?
Well, as an entrepreneur, I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say an entrepreneur is someone that solves problems. All right, someone who identifies a problem and solves it, okay, through business. And when I became an entrepreneur, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, I had no formal education around it. So it was such a struggle for me to be able to identify and solve someone's problem and make a profit from it. All right. And the UO people gave me a chance to really structure the knowledge that I could gain as an entrepreneur and be able to help more people by identifying and solving their problems through business administration.
Okay. So do you see a difference in your approach with your business since you started at UO People?
Yes, absolutely. Not just, I think difference is an understatement. I would say, not just, but the right approach.
Okay.
Instead of, a trial and error, business administration in the UO People, what I'm studying right now, I had just finished a course on principles of business management. It really taught me a lot about entrepreneurship, leadership, strategy, among other things, knowledge that I would never have gained had I not been enrolled in this business administration course.
Okay, amazing to hear. I'm just going to ask a question from our viewers from Giath. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hi, Alex. I'm business administration student. Just finished my English composition. Are the courses smooth and flexible? So maybe you can talk a little bit about the courses that you've taken at UO People.
Absolutely. I also took an English composition course. In fact, it was the first course that I took, and that was on April this year. Okay, so what I can say about the UO People being smooth is its learning management system. It's LMS. Okay, it's in Moodle. So as you know, the UO People is an online university. All right. The LMS or learning management system that they use, which is Moodle, is super easy to navigate. Okay. Not only that, but the instructors, they're very supportive. Okay. They answer you right away. You can either chat them or email them. All right. And they accommodate all of your questions. Also, your program advisor, super supportive, super accommodating. Okay. That's what makes the entire learning experience very smooth. Very easy because everything is provided for you. All right. So my advice for anyone else out there who would like a smooth experience with the UO People, you would need to have you would need to facilitate a technology check. So of course, you're going to need a working laptop. Actually, I believe you can even take the UO People courses on your mobile. Is that correct, Jessica?
Yeah,
I think you can.
you can, but it's not totally encouraged because I think it's easier to have a computer. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you just need really you need an internet connection and you can study anywhere, anytime. So it's very
Yes.
flexible.
Computer, mobile phone, stable internet connection. With those three things, guarantee it'll be super smooth.
Okay, so what about the people that you've met at university or the people? Maybe you can talk a little bit about that. And, you know, UO People is online and maybe people are worried about studying online. What has your experience been like, you know, interacting with other students and studying online?
For sure. So in the beginning, I was a little bit nervous. All right, because I had never studied in an international university, international with an international setting, diverse set of students before. So the UO People actually, in a course called Online Education Strategies, I believe it's Unit 1001, right? It's actually one of the first courses that a student or an applicant will take in the UO People. All right, they actually facilitate and the instructors facilitate and give you all sorts of material to actually prepare you, okay, to become an international student. And what that does is culturally, it expands you. Okay, it helps you to interact. It helps you become mindful with your communication because you're talking. You never know who you're talking to. Where are they from? All right.
Right.
I've made lots of friends so far, but I want to highlight three friends. Their name is one's name is Fabi, he's from Nigeria. One is Chris from Japan. One is Lynn, all the way from Dubai. All right. One is Nigerian. Two are Filipinos, OFWs that are working in Japan and Dubai. So there are people out there, out there in the world, not that is beyond your that's beyond your city, and it's super exciting to meet them. It's super exciting to meet them,
Yeah.
and your instructors are from different places as well, different countries.
Yeah, people are from everywhere. It's one of the greatest things about university, the people, I think. And then maybe you could talk, have you used Yammer at all to interact with other students, or how are you mainly interacting with other students?
To be honest, I have not used Yammer yet because where I heavily interact, not just in the learning management system that is Moodle, there's a Facebook group called University of the People Students, and you can find a lot of applicants there asking questions, getting help from other students in the UO People, not just students but also alumni, and that's actually where I volunteer my time and energy to support applicants in the UO People, help them with the application process. Some people actually even ask for scholarships and how that's done. I direct them to the website where they can take a look at scholarships as well. I also help them draft emails to their program advisor, asking them if it's appropriate, if they're eligible for a scholarship. So that's mainly where I'm at. All right, that Facebook group.
Well,
That's mainly where I'm at.
thank you for all your service work. We
For
really
sure.
appreciate it. And for those who don't know what Yammer is, it's kind of like our UO People's version of social media. So it's a place where students and applicants can go and ask questions, and maybe you have questions about a specific course. This is where you can ask these kind of questions, and other students will respond. But it sounds like the Facebook group is also good for this too. I'm curious,
Yes.
for our students who are watching, do you guys use Yammer? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear. I want to ask you about, we spoke yesterday, and I was wondering why your English was so good. Maybe you could talk a bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, I'm a Filipino American. So when I was young, I lived in the United States. I lived in New York. I lived in New Jersey, and then finally Florida before moving back here in Metro Manila, Philippines. Okay, so I lived in the United States for I think 12 years. I think I lived there for 12 years before I moved back to the Philippines. Okay, and I guess the accent never left. All right, which actually became a huge advantage for me because as you know, when I moved back here in the Philippines and I finally struck out on my own and I was looking for a job, I was able to apply to a business process outsourcing company, or what's otherwise known as a BPO, which immediately accepted me because of the way I was able to speak. All right, so it's a huge advantage. So it was my the way I speak language became a huge advantage for me, even in the Yo people, because I'm able to express and articulate myself during the written and discussion assignments.
Well, yeah, it's really great that you were able to have that experience of being born in America and then moving back to the. Wait, you were born in America? Sorry.
I was born here,
Okay, and then you moved to
migrated to the
America.
U.S., then came
So,
back.
okay, I understand. So
That makes
that's
me a dual citizen, though.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know. I
Filipino
was just going to
American.
ask
Yeah,
that. So you have
yeah,
You have a U.S. passport. Um,
yes.
Okay, so let's see what else I want to ask you. Oh, I remember. You also mentioned yesterday that you are a motivational speaker.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that and how you found yourself as a motivational speaker? Maybe even if you have a few people that you look up to in that area of motivational speaking. I think that would be super cool.
Absolutely. And UO people is intertwined in my journey as a motivational speaker as well. All right. And I'll get to that. But, I know we don't have a lot of time left, but long story short, I wanted to become a motivational speaker because I woke up one morning from work and I was on YouTube. I was watching Tony Robbins. Anyone here familiar with Tony Robbins? Please mention in the comments. He's one of the most famous motivational speakers on the planet. Okay, so I was watching Tony Robbins on YouTube. I think he was on Singapore that time, facilitating one of his famous programs called Date with Destiny. All right, and at one point in the YouTube video, he was talking about bouncing back from adversity. He was talking about overcoming stress, overcoming challenges. And as I was watching that video, I was in a particularly low point in my life, in such a way where, okay, where am I going with my life? I'm almost 30 years old. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet. All right, and as I was watching Tony, I said to myself, you know what? I could do that too. I could talk to thousands of people about overcoming adversity, about overcoming their challenges, and what have you, all other topics as well. I could do that too. So I said that to myself. And what I did was, if you're familiar with the term, I burned the boat. All right, so I passed my resignation for my previous post in the business process outsourcing company that I worked at, and eventually I was able to meet a few people on LinkedIn. Okay, and some of those people became my mentors
Oh,
in
cool.
motivational speaking and corporate training and all that. And eventually they were able to help me build my own business. Okay, and when I started building the business, I think 3 or 4 years ago, my motivational speaking business, I learned that it's not enough to just be a motivational speaker. There are so much things that you have to learn to build a profit around that profession, like sales, like marketing, branding. Okay, some of the things that I'm still mastering right now. So being a business administration student in the UO people helps me to have a more comprehensive grasp around that. Okay, so what I would say for future entrepreneurs, who would like, future applicants who would like to go for business administration, and in the future, for the reason, because in the future you want to be a businessman or a businesswoman, all right, I urge you to prepare yourself. How? Through education. through education. Okay, because education really goes a long way. If I had the opportunity 3 or 4 years ago to get acquainted with the UO people, I would have. I would have. All right. I would have done this earlier. Okay. Why is that? It's because business is such a complex thing. And you can't, I'm not saying that you can't tackle it, without education. You absolutely can. There are a lot of famous people out there, successful people out there who do not have a degree in higher education, who are not formally educated. But the UO people positions itself in such a way where it helps you become successful as an entrepreneur. Why is that? Number one, it's tuition free. Okay. Now I'm not saying it's completely free.
Right.
It's tuition free. Okay. If you notice, if you apply for a traditional college that's not online or distance learning like the UO people, you pay for other fees. For example, like admission fees, housing and rent, transportation, your books, your supplies. All right. You pay for all those other fees. The UO people, okay, if you enroll in the UO people, you're not paying for a tuition fee. You're not paying for transportation fees. You're not paying for housing and rent because you can actually study at home. So if you have plans to become an entrepreneur in the future and you want to study business administration first, if you enroll in the UO people, you're not put in an astronomical student debt. So you're not actually limited to pursue your passion as an entrepreneur later on in life when you graduate. Okay, that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm such an advocate of this institution. All right, it sets entrepreneurs up for success. And that's why, for me, that's why the UO people is called the education revolution. It's positioned to help entrepreneurs. So to all aspiring entrepreneurs out there, whether you're an applicant or a student, take another look at the UO people, the quality of education that it has, like Jessica had said before. All the top schools around the world are building this wonderful learning experience for you. NYU, Princeton, Berkeley, University of Edinburgh, to name a few. Okay, the UO people actually gets its curriculum from that. All right, so this education is quality. All right, and prepare yourself. Once again, prepare yourself, guys. Arm yourself with education. It will really help you in business. Okay, it'll help you make less mistakes. All right, I've made a lot of mistakes before. Okay, but right now, as I'm studying, now that I have a formal education around business administration, I'm confident that when I build, as I'm building my business right now, and when I build new businesses, I'll make less costly mistakes. And it's not just theory anymore, because whatever I'm learning in business administration, it's not theory because I'm able to apply it in my business as well. So those are one of the advantages that I have. So I just want to share that with everyone there.
No, this is really great. I love everything you're saying. Your experience is amazing to listen to. I just have one last question because I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you're busy. So maybe, we've seen with COVID-19, we've seen a real shift to online education. People are stuck at home, they want to study, or maybe they lost their jobs, whatever the reason may be. People are moving towards online education, or maybe I know a lot of Americans who, they were supposed to study at NYU next year, or not next year, but in the fall, like now, and they don't want to pay those sorts of fees to study online. It doesn't make any sense. So a lot of people are putting those, those universities on hold, and they're shifting to online education for more of an affordable option. So what tips do you have for students who are looking to transition to an online degree?
Okay, great question. All right, number one, once again, and I said it before, do a technology check. All right, that is the first tip. Okay, to actually function in online education, you need to have the proper technology. Okay, so I guess a stable internet connection, laptop, those two things, paramount. Okay, to have a smooth experience studying online or distance learning. All right. Second tip would be a goal check. All right, take a look at your goals. Okay, will distance learning or online education help me progress towards my goal in the future? Whether if I'm going for a business administration degree, okay, will online education help me out? All right, so take a look. Take a look at your goals as well. See if you can adapt your goals around online education. All right, and my last tip would also be a motivation check. All right, and this is something that most people don't know about distance learning, but if you're an online student, that means you're a self-directed learner. So let me say that in English. That means that you need to be super motivated. All right, there's nobody watching you. There's nobody beside you. Okay, it's just you and the computer screen. All right, so you need to want this bad enough for you to be able to direct yourself, motivate yourself into studying. So ask yourself, how bad do I want this? What do I need to do to motivate myself every day so that I can achieve this? All right, ask yourself some empowering questions around that. And there you go, guys.
Okay, I love this talk. I love all your advice. You're so articulate, Alex. I'm so grateful that you have been with us today. I know that COVID-19 has affected the Philippines. We didn't really talk about it, but I know that you guys are kind of in a lockdown right now, right?
Yes, quarantine. That's what they're calling it. Yeah, it's been tough for a lot, if not all Filipinos. It's been very difficult, and the silver lining is okay. The silver lining here is that it paved the way for online education in this country. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if I meet more Filipinos in the UO people. I hope I do. I hope I do. I hope to see more Filipinos in the UO people. All right, because Filipinos, we work so hard, and education is such an important part of our culture, actually. So take another look at the UO people. All right, I believe Jessica, you mentioned was it August 22? Was the last date for registration?
This Saturday, yeah. So I see a lot of people asking how you can apply to UO people. It's really easy. We've simplified the process a lot. All you have to do is copy the link in the description of this event and paste it into your browser. It's super easy, and you don't have to pay until the end of the term. So you can try out the term and you can pay at the end when it's time for the exam. So you really have nothing to lose. Our goal at University of the People is really to open the gates to higher education, so providing affordable, accessible education to everyone. So we really try to remove all the barriers, and it's really, I love saying that, and I love the people who are getting an education who might not have necessarily been able to afford one. And if finances are an issue, don't give up. We do have grants and scholarships available. So apply. You don't have to pay. You don't even have to pay the application fee up front. You can just you can if paying the application fee is a problem, there are grants and scholarships available. So just apply. If you want to get an education, apply. And we have advisors who will be in touch with you regarding that. Alex, I want to thank you so much. It was really a pleasure speaking with you. I hope you'll join me again because it was a really positive experience, and I think our viewers got so much out of what you had to say. So whether it's business administration or health science, whatever it is you guys want to study, for our applicants out there, go for it. Save your spot by this Saturday, August 22nd. And for our students, I hope it was nice for you to connect with a fellow, classmate or student. And I've tagged Alex on Instagram. So if you have questions, I hope it's okay if people contact you on Instagram.
Absolutely. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook as well. If you need a little boost, if you need a little bit more, if you need a little bit of motivation in enrolling, or even if you're a student, you need a little bit of study motivation, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, okay? I love volunteering my time, my energy, helping people in this regard, all right? So I'm here for you. Message me anytime, okay? I'll answer as soon as possible. I'll even help you out with the process if I can, connect you as well to the website. And I just want everyone to know, everyone watching, that the UO people is there for you. Me, as a student, all right, I want you to know that this is such a wonderful experience. I hope to see you in class. And yeah, I'll see you guys there.
Okay, all right, Alex, thank you so much. Stay safe
Thank you.
out there in the Philippines. And for everyone else, I hope you also stay safe and healthy. And for our students, congratulations on your exams. And I hope, I'm wishing you guys all the best success. And I see a lot of questions that came in, and I really appreciate them. If we didn't cover your question, then we will review and respond after this event. So keep checking your either Facebook or YouTube channels for the response. And I guess that's it. So Alex, thank you, and have
Thank
a
you.
it's actually special shout out to Alex because it's now what time? 10:37 there.
PM. Yes, 10:37 p.m., which is totally fine. Totally fine.
I was a little
Quick
nervous that Alex
segue.
thought it would be too late, but he was a rock star and went with it. So,
Yeah.
and somebody's asking what your Instagram is. So I actually tagged Alex in our Instagram, so you can find him on uopeople.official and find him there. And you can chat with him. And I hope you guys, connect. That's the idea of these lives
Yes.
also, is to create a community where people can connect with one another. So that's all I got for today. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you, our viewers.
Thank you,
Good luck.
Jessica.
Don't forget to save your spot by this Saturday, August 22nd. Any questions, email your advisor or admissions@uopeople.edu, and have a wonderful day.
All right. Take care, guys. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye bye.